Anderson, thanks very much. Excellent discussion. Daniel Dale has got his first fact check of the night here, and he's going to be doing plenty of them over the next few hours of our special coverage. Daniel, let's start with the big picture on how much the candidates got right or wrong tonight.
Well, President Trump was better behaved tonight, but he lied more. This was just a bombardment of dishonesty, much of which we've heard before at his campaign rallies, about subjects big and small, important stuff like the coronavirus pandemic, about Biden's policies, about his own record, about Democrats' record. It was just on and on. Biden was imperfect. There were at least a few false, misleading, or lacking in context claims from him. But for a fact checker, you're kind of sitting there with Biden. Occasionally, you're like, oh, that's wrong. With Trump, you're like that I Love Lucy episode in the Chocolate Factory. You know, you don't know which one to pick up because there's just so much. And so, again, with this president, we just see a constant barrage incessantly of false or misleading stuff.
You know, Daniel, the president's handling of the pandemic certainly was a major topic. Certainly during the first part of this debate, the president claimed that at one point that 2.2 million Americans were initially expected to die from the coronavirus. Listen to this.
So, as you know, 2.2 million people modeled out were expected to die. We closed up the greatest economy in the world in order to fight this horrible disease that came from China.
All right, Daniel, so that 2.2 million figure, accurate?
So, Wolf, it's a real figure, but Trump falsely describes it, and he's continued to do this at his rallies. Now, what this figure said, it was a report from British academics, and it said that in the U.S., if no U.S. government did anything to mitigate the virus, to fight the virus, and no citizen took social distancing action, then we could see 2 million plus deaths. But this was not an expectation. It was not a realistic estimate. This was a figure put out there to say, this is how bad it gets if you just let this virus run its course, which, of course, the government was not about to do, Wolf.
Let's listen to a claim made by the president, Daniel, about the state of the coronavirus pandemic right now. Listen to this.
It will go away, and as I say, we're rounding the turn, we're rounding the corner. It's going away.
All right, President keeps insisting the virus is going away. It clearly is not going away. The numbers are awful.
It's not going away. Wolf, I did an analysis. I found the president had said between February and October 10th, Trump had said 38 times that it was going away. It was wrong 8 months ago, and it's wrong today. Look, as you said, the numbers are terrible. We're now back above 60,000 confirmed new cases per day. The president doesn't like to use this metric of cases. He dismisses it. Well, hospitalizations are also rising. They're setting records in many states. And sadly, deaths are now rising again, as they usually do with a lag after cases start rising. So we're not rounding any turn. It's not going away. Things are getting worse in the United States.
Yeah, 1,100 Americans died just yesterday in one day. Daniel, we're going to be getting back to you. I know you're doing a lot more fact checking. Jake, over to you.
Thanks.